Career Academy here tonight. Mishawaka, a 4-4 record, had a 4-game winning streak snapped with Tuesday's 48-46 loss at Elkhart Central. Was glad to hear you were listening on the radio, Lewis, but it was unfortunately a game that just got away because they were in pretty good control in the first half, and things just kind of tapered off as the second half went along.
Yeah, after that 12-2 first quarter lead, I thought the game had it under control, but it just really slipped up in the stretch there. I think that's one after this week that they're going to want to have back the potential to go 3-0.
Yeah.
Getting into that middle of the pack NIC run in late January and early February.
Trent Johnson led the way. He's been their leading scorer in every game this season, averaging 18.4 a game. He had 18 in that game after scoring 20-plus in a couple of games. This is a busy week for the Cavemen. Their the second of 3 games this week, and if you go all the way back to Saturday, it's their 3rd game, and tomorrow will be their 4th game in 7 days as they take on Marion tomorrow night. But tonight it is South Bend Career Academy, the Trailblazers, led by 4th-year head coach Lee Ross. He led the Trailblazers in 2015 and 16. Didn't coach the last couple of years, but back again at the helm this year. They are 4-7 coming into this game. They're coming off a 70-63 win over Tri-County to take 5th place at the Hebron tournament over the weekend. So that is who we have tonight, Mishawaka and South Bend Career Academy. We are going to pause right now for the national anthem as head coach Ron Heklinski's son Aaron sings the national anthem for us tonight. So glad to have you with us on the Mishawaka Network, and we will pause right now for the singing of the national anthem.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA. Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Aaron Heklinski with a singing of the national anthem. Second time he sung the anthem at a Mishawaka home game this season. Who knew that he'd have those kind of pipes, huh, Bruce?
I don't know. His dad loves music, but I can tell you from his story, he does not have the same pipes as his son does.
I bet.
He's more using them to yell at his players on the sideline.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a little more rasp in Ron Heklinski's voice. There's a little more bass baritone in Aaron's voice. And for such a young guy, it's quite a developed voice that he's got there. All right, we'll give you the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game between the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers and the Mishawaka Cavemen. The starting 5 for the Trailblazers, a 6'2 senior averaging 11.3 points a game, DeAndre Coleman Jr., a 6'1 freshman averaging 12.1 a game, Jakari Spates, a 5'9 freshman averaging 7.5 points a game, Tavon Henry, a 6'3 senior averaging 10.1 a game, Antoine Vaughn, and a 5'11 sophomore averaging 2.3 a game, John King. South Bend Career Academy, coached by Lee Ross, 4-7 coming into tonight's matchup. For Mishawaka, it will look like this. A 6-foot senior averaging 4.9 points per game, Raheem Brayton. A 6'1 senior averaging 6.3 a game, Latrell Franklin. A 6'2 junior, Mishawaka's leading scorer at 18.4 per game, Trent Johnson. A 6-foot freshman averaging 4.1 per game, Maddox Yohe. And a 6'4 senior averaging 4.6 per game, Alex Boggs. Ron Heklinski in his third season as the head coach of the Mishawaka Cavemen, 4-4 after Tuesday's loss at Elkhart Central. 398 career wins, just 2 away from number 400 for the Mishawaka head coach. And we will give you our uniform descriptions for tonight with the City of Mishawaka, Kevin Drazier and the team at BSN Sports powering your uniform descriptions. South Bend Career Academy dressed out in road blue uniforms with orange numbers and lettering. They have kind of silverish gray around the waistbands and some orange and silver on the shorts, on the sides of the shorts. Mishawaka in home whites with maroon numbers and lettering and gold trim with the Under Armour uniforms. BSN supplies uniforms and team apparel for several area high schools, including Mishawaka. If your team wants to look good, give Kevin Drazier a call, 229-7999. BSN Sports is proud to be the exclusive provider of Under Armour uniforms for the Mishawaka Cavemen. We have a change or two. Go ahead. You go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, we have a change at the starting lineup for the Career Academy. Number 10, Aiden Clark, a 5'10 senior guard, is into the lineup, and then a 6'3 senior forward, number 40, Savon Stevens, is now in the starting lineup for the Trailblazers.
Okay, so Clark and Stevens are the additions.
The thing that sticks out most to me about this Career Academy team is they give up more points than they can score. So we'll see tonight how that affects the high-power Caveman offense.
I'm going to tell you a secret. Savon Stevens is listed at 6'3", Antoine Vaughn at 6'3", and neither one of them look 6'3" because Trent Johnson is listed at 6'2".
Yeah.
And Stevens is definitely shorter than Vaughn, and they're both listed at 6'3". Well, that's it.
Yeah, maybe
it is what it is, right?
Intimidation, something like that. I don't know.
They are at center court to jump it up as they wait. A double tap. Boggs ends up with the basketball. Franklin down low, misses the layup, and the rebound will be taken by Jakari Spates. Bruce is going to do his best to manually get stats tonight. Try for the rebounds as much as possible, my man.
Will do.
Shot pass and the back iron. Offensive rebound was taken in there by Stevens on the loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Trailblazers. They have for uniform. They do. Inbound the air ball. It was out of bounds. 31 seconds into the Kevin Putz First Midwest Mortgage first quarter, and there is a steal of the inbound by Latrell Franklin. Franklin, the Marion transfer, who will see his former school tomorrow night. Both he and his sister when the Knights come into the cave. No score here in the opening quarter. Boggs on the right wing, drives down to the block, puts it up, air ball, up for the rebound. Raheem Brayton, the entry pass, shovel across the lane from left to right from Franklin to Boggs. Boggs lays it in, and a foul as well. So a nice looking pass across the lane, and Boggs will go to the free throw line to try to convert the three-point play. Antoine Vaughn will be whistled for his first personal. Some pretty quick movement already, Bruce, to start things off.
And we'll see if Caveman can knock down free throws tonight as Alex Boggs knocks down his and one free throw.
They didn't get many free throw opportunities as Franklin goes for a steal of another inbound. He denies it out of bounds. Boggs hit that free throw to convert the three-point play. And it's a 3-0 Mishawaka lead. Boggs already just a 1.6 under his scoring average for the season. Getting his first start in a while. Career Academy with the basketball. There's Franklin with another steal. Franklin in front of a defender. Lays it home. Latrell Franklin, 2 steals already. It's 5-0 Mishawaka. With the basketball, Aiden Clark passes it off. Now onto the right wing to Spates. Little crossover. Gives it down to Clark in the corner, who brings it out to the wing with his left hand. Spins off Brayton and a steal by Yohe. 3-on-1. Mishawaka on the break. Bounce pass. Yohe. Block shot. Johnson ends up with the offensive rebound and flips it in. Now a long outlet coming up court. And down low, the Career Academy rebound misses. Boggs with a rebound. 7-0 Mishawaka in a frenetic first quarter. Here's Boggs, called for steps, trying to drive it home. A lot of action as they blaze up and down the court. I guess the Trailblazers living up to their name, but Mishawaka with a 7-0 advantage.
Yes. And Mishawaka really able to put a lot of pressure on those Career Academy guards. Should have been kept track of the steals tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
The stat book.
There's another one by Yohe. 4-on-1 on the break. Here's Johnson. Left-hand layup good. 9-0 the Cavemen lead, and Lee Ross and the Trailblazers want a timeout. Mishawaka races out to a 9-0 advantage with 5:52 to play here in the Kevin Putza First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. Good, real good start so far, Bruce, for Mishawaka.
Yeah, and I'm sure Heck is very excited as against Elkhart Central the first half. They went 2 for 12 shooting in the paint, so already out to a hot, faster start than they were on Monday, and I think they're going to look to keep the pressure on.
And that's something that we've seen, not just points in the paint, but Mishawaka's been a really good offensive rebounding team this year. They haven't necessarily turned that into second chance points. I think that's big for them, whether it's tonight or any other night, is just taking better advantage of those opportunities when they get them.
Yep.
So a 9-0 Mishawaka lead as South Bend Career Academy gets set to inbound. It will be Antoine Vaughn, the 6'3 senior. He will inbound it to Henry. Henry over on the left. Franklin going for another steal, now deflected, and Johnson ends up with it, and Johnson takes it up, and it's going to be a foul on Antoine Vaughn as he goes up to try to block it near the backboard. That's the second already on Vaughn, who averages 10.1 points per game. And Lee Ross and South Bend Career Academy is going to have to be careful. Their JV coach got ejected for arguing calls in the fourth quarter of the JV game tonight, and Coach Ross came out of the court quite a bit as he was trying to argue that call up to that foul. As Johnson hits the free throw. Johnson with 5 quick points. He's averaging 18.4 per game, and it's 10-0 Mishawaka. 5:42 to play in the Kevin Putza First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. Trent Johnson's second free throw. Spins the nylon. He has 6 of the 11, and the Cavemen lead 11-zip. DeAndre Coleman bringing it up court, guarded by Johnson. Passes out to his left. Spates in the lane. It rims off. A foul called on the Cavemen. Latrell Franklin will be whistled for his first. Not a shooting foul. The Trailblazers will inbound from the baseline, with Mishawaka leading 11-0. Inbound goes high, deflected by Brayton. Trailblazers keep it though. Spates with the basketball. Spates spinning into the lane. The shot is short. Boggs with the rebound. Long outlet up to Franklin. 2-on-1. Franklin off the glass and down. Mishawaka getting it out and running tonight. 13-0. They lead South Bend Career Academy. Not 3 minutes into this game. With the basketball, Coleman goes behind his back, and another turnover and another numbers advantage. Brayton behind his back. Franklin with a left hand spins it home.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Cavemen have to run a play so far here in the first quarter. They've just been shooting layups.
I think you're right, as Maddox Yohe goes up for a block. It's 15-0 Mishawaka. 4:45 on the clock on the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter, and the construction crew, the Mishawaka student section, getting into it. And there is the first bucket for the Trailblazers tonight, and I didn't see who got it. Was it 14 or 12? Did you see the number?
I think it was 12.
Yep. I guess I'll be able to see
From the scoreboard. Or 11.
11 got it.
All right.
It's like bend all the way down, and then who got that for Mishawaka? I missed that again as I was looking. It was Alex Boggs, who already has 5 points. 17-2, down to the right corner. Three-pointer up, doesn't go. Boggs has the rebound get away from him. Trent Johnson gets it though. Outlet up to Franklin. Trying to dribble. He travels as he rolls out of bounds. Aiden Clark will come in as Matthew Saunders takes a seat for the Trailblazers. 17-2 Mishawaka. 4:05 to play in the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. Henry goes behind his back, penetrates, kicks it down low, off the glass and down for Savon Stevens. 17-4 now Mishawaka. Under 4 to play in the first quarter as Caleb Williams gets ready to come in. Brayton drives down low, screened by Boggs, and Raheem Brayton lays it in. Now nearly another steal as Brayton goes up to swat a pass. The Trailblazers keep control. A foul, I believe, on the floor. It's hard to keep up with anything at this point, Bruce.
Just running. Lots of running. Up and down.
Track meet, and there was no what? No, now it is. So it's going to be Boggs whistled for it. Took a while to sort it out, I guess. Alex Boggs called for his first. Donovan Snyder in for the first time. Yohe and Franklin sit down. Donovan Snyder, the senior, as well as Caleb Williams, the sophomore, both in. Inbound out to the wing to Stevens for the Trailblazers. On the left, Henry drives, draws a foul. This will be the third foul on the Cavemen. And it's going to be Donovan Snyder, who had just come in. Donovan Snyder, named AP All-State football earlier this week. The All-State football team Donovan Snyder was named to it. Of course, he played on both sides of the ball for the regional, I was about to say regional champs, regional runner-up.
Yes.
Regional champs last year.
Yes. Sectional champs, though.
That's right.
There we go.
Back-to-back sectional champs. Tavon Henry missed the first free throw. He's averaging 7.5 points a game. A solid free throw shooter as he goes 1 out of 2. He's 6 out of 7 at the line this season. That makes it 19-5 Mishawaka with 3:23 to play in the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. And we see Raheem Brayton. Between the circles, Caleb Williams. At the free throw line, a high post, Alex Boggs. Outside, Donovan Snyder. Left wing, Caleb Williams with the basketball. 19-5, Mishawaka leads South Bend Career Academy. Nearly a turnover. Boggs down low, banks it down. Alex Boggs with the start has 7 points. He averages just 4.6 a game. Noah missed shot and Boggs with a rebound. 21-5, Mishawaka. Loose ball and traveling called on the Cavemen. I'm not sure how it was a travel because it was a turnover first. 21-5 for those of you joining us on 96.1 WSBT after the Mike Bray Show. Glad to have you with us. Mishawaka racing out to a 21-5 advantage over South Bend Career Academy. There's 2:42 to play in the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. Missed shot by the Trailblazers. Alex Boggs with a Mishawaka rebound. Raquel Kynes in the game for the first time. Caleb Williams drives, leaves it down, left corner, Donovan Snyder, airball. Boggs crashes for the rebound. It won't go. Snyder has another rebound. Trent Johnson for the Cavemen has it. Mishawaka leads 21-5. They race down to a 12-0 early lead. Trent Johnson drives down on the right side, puts up an airball over the basket with a defender there. It's knocked out of bounds, last touched by Career Academy. A busy week for Mishawaka. They were at Elkhart Central Tuesday night. They, of course, had a home game last Saturday. And on the inbound underneath the basket, Alex Boggs with a reverse layup. He has 9 points in the first quarter, doubling up his season scoring average. 23-5, Mishawaka leads. With the basketball, Aiden Clark. Clark passes it off to DeAndre Coleman Jr. 23-5 at 18-point. Mishawaka lead. On the drive by Coleman. It's stripped and out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavemen. Into the game comes John King, a 5'11 sophomore, as Aiden Clark sits down for South Bend Career Academy. Bruce Quick, Sean Stiers at the Cave in Mishawaka. Inbound Stevens. He'll put it up off the glass and it rattles home. Savon Stevens has 4 of South Bend Career Academy's 7 points. Kynes at the top of the key. Left wing, Donovan Snyder, as Mishawaka sets up his offense for one of the few times tonight. It had been a track meet when we were only on the Mishawaka Network before we joined you on the radio, as Caleb Williams spins on the post. He'll draw the foul and roll ahead to the free throw line. You were saying it, Bruce, when we were on the Mishawaka Network video stream only. Mishawaka never had to set its offense because they had so many steals and it was just a fast break opportunity after fast break.
Yeah, it was constant layups after layups, so to really show whether or not they are practicing those layups at practice, as they were running up and down the court.
They practice a lot of layups,
yeah.
don't they?
Yeah, and then as soon as they had to set up the play, they went to that 4-out, 1-in look that has been pretty successful for them down the stretch here, and they were able to beat Logansport, who is a taller team historically. The 4-out, 1-in look this later last week, actually.
Caleb Williams hits a pair of free throws to make it 25-7 Mishawaka. 1:18 to play in the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter. DeAndre Coleman Jr. with the basketball. Coleman out on the right wing, guarded by Donovan Snyder, who did not make the start tonight. Ron Heklinski going with a little bit different look, and here's another Trailblazer turnover. Nick Hoopengarner in the game, along with Maddox Yohe came back in a second ago. Hoopengarner averaging 7.2 points, 5.1 rebounds per game, sets a high screen down to the left corner. Maddox Yohe, three-pointer, short, rebound taken by Caleb Williams. Dribbles once, powers up through a couple defenders and lays it in. Well, Mishawaka killing on the glass tonight. Here's a drive. Shot won't go for the Trailblazers. Williams with a rebound, racing up court. 27-7. Mishawaka leads with 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Free throw line, jumper, swish for Nick Hoopengarner. We should just call him Swish. He hits from out there all night.
He does. That's his spot.
Loose ball picked up. Yohe outlets it. Raquel Kynes runs it down and wisely brings it out from underneath the basket. Inside the lane, it goes to Snyder. Loose ball picked up, and he'll flip it up and in. 31-7 Mishawaka. 6 seconds to play in the first quarter. Right corner three is no good. Kynes with the rebound for the Cavemen. Ball knocked away from him, and that will be the end of what has to be the highest scoring first quarter for Mishawaka this season. 31-7, the Cavemen lead the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers at the end of one. The end of the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter with Bruce Quick, Sean Stiers. We'll be back in 1 minute on 96.1 WSBT and the Mishawaka Network.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to ihsaatv.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
31-7, Mishawaka leads South Bend Career Academy at the start of the second quarter with Bruce Quick. Sean Steyer's quite an entertaining first quarter it turned out to be, Bruce.
Yeah, it really was. It was kind of like we're watching last year's Warriors team out there just
Yes.
running up and down the court, scoring a lot of points as Mishawaka goes 13 for 19 in the field, as they also drew 5 for 5 from the free throw line, which is a little rare this year as they've struggled at the line early.
Shot off the side of the backboard for South Bend Career Academy. Rebound, Maddox Yohe. Raquel Kynes bringing it up. Williams off to Donovan Snyder. Three-pointer is short. Up for the rebound is Kynes, and he'll put it up and in. Raquel Kynes, the 5'10 senior, getting a first half opportunity and making the most of it with his first bucket. 33-7, Mishawaka leads. A drive on the right side of the lane. The shot doesn't go. Loose ball is taken inside by John King. Up in the air, Hoopengarner goes for a block and called for a foul instead. Hoopengarner leads Mishawaka with 12 blocks this season. He had a couple the other night in the loss against Elkhart Central. He's been a good force down low, but that time got too much wrist. To the foul line, John King, 5'11 sophomore. He's attempted just one free throw this season for the Trailblazers of South Bend Career Academy.
Career Academy went 50% from the line in the first.
He misses the first free throw as it spins off the cylinder. Mishawaka student section. It is a construction night, must be the theme, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And hopefully they came and are able to build on this first quarter lead, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll get to get out of here by halftime. or
There you
something
go.
like
There
that.
you go. Bruce with the punt. Quick with the punt.
Oh, man.
Second missed free throw, rebounded by Hoopengarner. On the left, in the corner, it's Kynes. Out it goes to Yohe as Mishawaka swings it around the perimeter, leading 33-7. Just over a minute gone in the second quarter. Kynes bounce pass left wing to Donovan Snyder. Bounces it down. Yohe, three-pointer. Ring the bell! Caleb Williams hits it from the right side, and it's 36-7 Mishawaka. 6:40 to play in the first half. Mishawaka has not done much wrong here in the first half so far. Spin in the lane by Spates. He will draw the foul. As Ron Heklinski paces the sidelines, it's going to be Donovan Snyder hit for his second foul since coming off the bench.
They came in lead, rebounding with 12 total rebounds, 5 offensive and 7 defensive in the first quarter. But in all honesty, Career Academy really hasn't had an opportunity to rebound, as they came in and just been shooting layups and jump shots.
That's very true. Spates, their leading scorer at 12.1 per game. He hits the first free throw, and now Brenden Williams, 6'3 sophomore, in for Caleb Williams. Well, I'm told there's no relation, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe there's any relation.
Free throw crawls through for Spates. 36-7 now, a 29-point lead for the Cavemen. Maddox Yohe, pull up just inside the left elbow is good. Yohe's first bucket, and it's 38-9 Mishawaka. A lot more confidence. The jumpers are even falling right now as Spates is called for traveling. And we've got two different calls, I think. Nope, Spates called for traveling as Hoopengarner pinned it as he tried to go up, and then Spates came back down with it.
We were talking earlier, if the Cavemen are able to hit and take more of those mid-range jumper shots, I think it really could help them here in the stretch.
Absolutely. 4-4 on the season. They are coming in. Jump stop and then a jump shot by Raquel Kynes with a defender in his chest. It's good, and it's 40-9. And Yohe gets back to block a driving layup try by Spates, and Snyder with a rebound. Jump stop by Yohe. Loose ball down to the corner to Brenden Williams. Pull up from 16. No good, but a foul, and Brenden Williams will go to the free throw line. Fast action here in the first half as Aiden Clark is called for the foul. You referenced last year's Golden State Warriors. See, to me, the deeper reference was like back to the 80s Showtime Lakers, but that's
There
way
you go.
before your time.
All right, we can go.
But
There you go.
I can deal with the Golden State reference
Yeah.
though. The lefty Williams missed the first, or missed the free throw.
And that's a little more fitting, the 80s Lakers, since it's the oldest active high school gym in the state
There
of
you go.
Indiana. So
There you go.
we'll take the Lakers then.
Even if it's not the great West Forum.
Yes.
Williams goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Raquel Kine sits down. Raheem Brayton back in. As Mishawaka subs players in and out. They lead 41-9 with 5:41 to play in the first half. Pushing it up court, Tavon Henry to Spates over on the left wing. Dribbles once, back to Henry once again. This is one of the few times that Career Academy is set up in the half court even. Spates drives, flips it up, it catches the rim 3 times, and it goes through. Sha'Carri Spates has 4. Outlet up court, Brenden Williams, left-hand layup is good. Seen a lot of those outlets as Raheem Brayton tried to put on the brakes, but he comes up over the back of Tavon Henry, who is falling down. 43-11 is the Mishawaka lead. Trent Johnson got a long breather, and he'll come back in now. I guess that says something when your guy who's your leading scorer, averaging 18.4 a game, he was probably sitting down for what, a good 3 minutes or so, wasn't he?
He
Like
was.
the start of this quarter,
Yeah,
I think.
quite a bit. And as they're figuring out some technicality,
Well, we have a substitute scoreboard operator for tonight. Lee Ross, the Career Academy coach, is mad because a foul was put up on the wrong side. Just a little patience is all we need. Missed three-pointer, rebound Brenden Williams. The Cavemen with numbers. Williams trying to take it all the way is going to be fouled. It is going to go against DeAndre Coleman, Jr. Brenden Williams will head back to the free throw line where he is 1 of 2 a moment ago, and he'll get a pair more here. That is the 5th foul on Career Academy as Williams hits the first free throw to make it 44-11. Williams will get another. The lefty dribbles, spins it in his hands, and buries the nylon with it. He has 5 points, which is far and away already his career high here in the first half. 4:50 to play in the half with Mishawaka leading 45-11. On the left side, Spates into the lane, kicks it out. 3-pointer right wing, no good. Rebound underneath was taken by John King. It didn't go. And then the loose ball goes bounding out of bounds. Who touched it last? It's going to be Career Academy basketball. 4:35 to play in the first half. Mishawaka leading by 34 points. Driving layup does not go for Henry. Hoopengarner with the rebound, and he'll be fouled. Foul is going to go against 5'11" sophomore John King. The ball's in backcourt. We're waiting to see who's going to inbound it. Raheem Brayton was set up on the far sideline. There we go. He was camouflaged over there with the cheerleaders.
he was.
He was ready to
Maybe
pop
trying
off
to
his
sneak some
pom-poms.
popcorn or
That's
something.
right.
Yeah.
Trent Johnson with it, gives it to Brayton. Right elbow, dumps it down low. Williams, his shot misses, and Hoopengarner goes up to clean it up and lay it in. 47-11 Mishawaka, 4:08 to play here in the first half. A drive down low, Williams blocks the shot. Johnson with the rebound. Numbers, 4-on-1. Johnson misses the easy layup. Williams got the offensive rebound and missed the follow. And then the rebound taken out of there by Antoine Vaughn for South Bend Career Academy.
That is Career Academy's first defensive rebound in the second quarter, as there's only 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go.
The foul was called on Brenden Williams. Sends Antoine Vaughn to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. He is 17 out of 40 at the stripe this season. Vaughn dribbling at the line, puts it up, and it crawls through. It cut the rim for him. Just a 43% free throw shooter, but he hits the front end of that 1-and-1 as Donovan Snyder takes a seat. Caleb Williams will check in. Next free throw shot up, no good. Latrell Franklin, who had just come back in, hauls in the Mishawaka rebound. Franklin, who had a couple of early steals in the starting lineup for Mishawaka. He got a long break. 47-12 now, the Mishawaka lead. 3:38 to play in the first half. Johnson to Brayton. He'll pull up from 17 and bury the jumper from the right side. 4 points for Brayton. He averages 4.9 a game. Franklin going for another steal. Bounces it off Clark's leg and out of bounds and into the Caveman bench. And the Trailblazers turn it over again. (49-12) now, the Mishawaka advantage as Brayton brings it up court. Brayton on the right, wants to drive, gets it inside, won't go. Franklin saves the rebound. Outside Williams, up top Johnson. Three-pointer misses. Brenden Williams going for the rebound instead. Johnson ends up with it, and he'll pull it out on the left side. Latrell Franklin dribbles once, outside Williams. He'll take his time as he heads to the right, a defender on his hip. Franklin right elbow, dribbles once, down to the corner to Brenden Williams. Brenden Williams back to Franklin, up and off the window and in. Franklin with 8, and it's 51-12, Mishawaka. 2:40 to play in the first half. Down low, the bank shot good for Antoine Vaughn, the 6'3 senior. 51-14 Mishawaka. Raheem Brayton with a defender, passes to his right to Johnson. Out to the wing it goes to Caleb Williams. Up fake, then Johnson gives it up, gets it back. Brayton on the left wing, looks inside, left elbow. Franklin dribbles once, dumps down low. Intended for Caleb Williams, couldn't handle it. Neither could Brenden Williams on the other side of the lane. Turnover Mishawaka. Alex Boggs is now back in as Ron Hiklinski shuffles through.
He does.
The roster here tonight. I'm looking at who hasn't got in so far. Of the guys.
And I guess when you're running this much transition, you want to keep the legs fresh.
That's probably true. Lucas Yohe and Devin Grubbs, Jaden Seamack, the only guys on the varsity roster who haven't got in so far. On the left wing, here's a three by the Trailblazers. Doesn't go. As Coleman took that shot on the rebound. Brayton had it in his hands. What are they going to say? Out of bounds first?
They went travel, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Jarrell Williams, 5'11 freshman for Career Academy to inbound. High pass stolen by Boggs. Mishawaka with numbers, 3-on-1. Boggs all the way, cuts across the lane and lays it in from left to right. Boggs with 11 points, a season high for him. His previous season high 9 against Elkhart Memorial earlier this season. 1:33 to play in the first half. Mishawaka leading South Bend Career Academy 53-14. It has been all Mishawaka here in the first half. On the right, Johnson with it. Gives it off to Raquel Kynes. 1:16 to play in the first half. Kynes on the wing. Bounces it out to Caleb Williams. Over on the left to Trent Johnson. Dribbles once to the wing. Up top, Caleb Williams drives into the lane. Puts it up. Air ball. Rebound, Antoine Vaughn. Vaughn pushing it up court. Passes down to the right corner. Bringing it in is Spates, and he will be fouled. Well, that was Henry, rather. Excuse me, not Spates.
And Career Academy has been able to get to the line, but only converted 50% here in the second quarter. 1 for 2 in the first.
Raquel Kynes, that's his first foul. Team foul number 8 on the Cavemen. Tyvon Henry, who was 1 of 2 at the line earlier, will shoot a pair here with 55.9 seconds to play. In the first, he hits the first of the free throws. Henry, who averages 7.5 points per game, hits another. All 3 of his points from the line. He's 3 out of 4. Makes it 53-16 with 52 seconds to go in the first half. Mishawaka with a basketball in half court. Franklin sets a screen for Kynes, who goes to the left. On the wing, Johnson 3 off the back iron. Rebound run down the weak side by Franklin. He'll come down the baseline, dribbling, looks out, trying to find Johnson. Sails it high and out of bounds with 33.7 to play in the first half. So now South Bend Career Academy basketball. Let's see what they do. On the attack, Tyvon Henry drives the right side of the lane and draws another foul. Trent Johnson hit for his first. Here's how balanced it's been for Mishawaka. They're leading 53-16, and their leading scorer, Trent Johnson, who averages 18.4 a game, only has 6 points here in the first half. Tyvon Henry hits another free throw. He's 4 of 5 with another one coming. Next one up, it's good as well. 5 points for Henry. 53-18 now. Mishawaka leads. Raquel Kynes with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Passes to his left to Caleb Williams. Williams down to the left corner. It goes to Franklin. Franklin brings it to the free throw line, out on the wing. A three-pointer doesn't go. Rebound by Stevens, and Franklin will be called for a foul with 0.7 of a second to play in the first half. That'll be the second on Latrell Franklin.
And I think the last 4 or 5 possessions for the Trailblazers have ended in shooting free throws. See if they can earn some points back from their deficit at the charity stripe.
Savon Stevens at the line, hits it hard off the back iron. He is now 3 for 12 at the free throw line this season. Another one coming with 0.7 of a second to play in the first half. Free throw, no good. Franklin rebound. That will be the end of the first half. 53-18. Mishawaka leads South Bend Career Academy here at halftime. Mishawaka led 31-7 at the end of the Kevin Putza First Midwest Mortgage first quarter, and it's 53-18 at the half. Bruce, some quick thoughts from you before we send it back to the station for the U.S. Signcrafters.
Well, I thought came in, if they weren't doing transition, they were really able to spread the floor with that 4-out run and look, and then they were doing something that we don't see quite a bit in that look. They were attacking the basket and shooting mid-range and layups, and they were able to get open looks. And you know, one thing that caught my eye is they were sharing the ball a lot. As Trent Johnson normally is the primary focus and shoots a lot of those layups. They were able to spread the ball around and get some other guys scoring who don't usually score a lot.
That's right. So that is Bruce Quick, and if you weren't with us at the top of the broadcast on the Mishawaka Network, if you joined us late on 96.1 WSBT after the Mike Bray Show with Coach Bray and Jack Nolan. Mishawaka really got out running early. Again, led 31-7 at the end of the Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage first quarter, and now it's 53-18, a balanced scoring attack by Mishawaka here in the first half. We'll pause for a couple minutes. Matt Embry will have our U.S. Sign Crafters halftime scoreboard show, and then we'll come back and we will have a slew of statistics for you, powered by RBI's Unlimited, with Bruce Quick and with Shaft Isaac Hayes producing on the Mishawaka Network tonight. Sean Stiers, 53-18 here at halftime. U.S. Sign Crafters scoreboard show is next. This is Mishawaka basketball on 96.1 WSBT in the Mishawaka Network.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
What's that? We will be in a minute. You want to do it right now? Sure. Hang on a sec. Where's that black case?
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Never miss a big game. Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to ihsaatv.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Syracuse is a pretty good broadcast school. I would think that if he went to Syracuse for communications, he'd have a job someplace. Oh, goodness. What's the lady's name who's running the scoreboard tonight?
Julie Facette.
Facette?
Yep.
So, I think there was only like one timeout taken that first half too.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back live at the Cave along with Bruce Quick, Sean Stiers as Mishawaka leads the South Bend Career Academy 53-18. I will run through scoring and then I'll let Bruce hit some of the other statistics first. Leading all scorers in the first half with a season high 11 points is Alex Boggs from Mishawaka. Latrell Franklin has 8, Caleb Williams has 7, Trent Johnson has 6. Raheem Brayton, Raquel Kynes, and Nick Hoopengarner each have 4 points. And Maddox Yohe and Donovan Snyder with 2. So that's how many guys have scored for Mishawaka to come up with those 53 points. Tavon Henry with 5, all at the free throw line for Career Academy. Savon Stevens and Jakari Spates each with 4. Antoine Vaughn has 3, and DeAndre Coleman Jr. has 2. So get us some other stats, if you would, Mr. Quick.
Yeah, not only has everybody on Mishawaka got to score, but they've got to take quite a lot of shot attempts. They've gone 21 for 32, a nice 65% from the field. Only 1 for 7 from the three-point line, but it really hasn't affected them on the scoreboard that much. And they shoot a nice 8 for 9 from the free throw line at 88%. They also dominate the boards with 15 defensive rebounds and 11 offensive rebounds for a total of 26. On the other side of the ball for South Bend Career Academy, they have started off quite slow, shooting 6 for 19 from the field with a 31% and 0 for 6 from 3 points. They really haven't been able to put much on the scoreboard. However, most of their points have come from free throws, shooting 8 for 14, a nice 51% from the line, as they have 8 total rebounds for the game, 5 offensive and 3 defensive.
I'm going to have to tell Vince DiDario that you do all your stats the old school way by hand.
Yeah.
He's here, with the iPad cranking it all out.
He's got the tech. He's fast. He's probably faster than I am.
That's right.
I don't know. I've always found it a little easier just to do it by hand. Maybe.
The old man with the tech is better than the young
I was going
right?
to say, it's kind of reversed. Yeah, he's got me outed in the technology.
Your stats powered by RBI's Unlimited. Help your child's stats improve next season, whether it's baseball or softball, with hitting lessons and workouts at RBI's Unlimited, West 6th Street in Mishawaka. Time right now for the Kyle's Auto Repair third. Car's oil changed every 3 months or 3,000 miles at Kyle's Lincoln Way East in Mishawaka. Again, Mishawaka leads 53-18 at halftime. The Cavemen will inbound to start the second half. Maddox Yohe, who made the start tonight, inbounds to Trent Johnson, Raheem Brayton, Latrell Franklin, Alex Boggs. That was a starting 5 in the first half for the Cavemen. The pressure on the ball by the Trailblazers of South Bend Career Academy to start the Calzada Repair third quarter. Right corner, 3 does not fall for Trent Johnson, out of bounds. It'll be South Bend Career Academy basketball.
And with the 53-18 lead, I mean, what do you say to your team at halftime? You know, besides don't let up on the gas, I suppose.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Just keep doing what you're doing. Knowing Ron Heklinski, he'll find something.
Yes, I was
He
going
found
to say.
something to pick at. Probably not good enough defensively would be my guess. Into the lane. What's the call going to be? I think we're going to have a foul on Mishawaka. Latrell Franklin, that'll be his third. Antoine Vaughn, Jakari Spates, DeAndre Coleman Jr. as Mishawaka denies the inbound pass. Tyron Henry and Brenden Williams, 5'11" freshman, all on the floor for South Bend Career Academy. 53-18 Mishawaka. The Trailblazers look to inbound. A high pass deflected by Franklin. Ron Heklinski wanted over and back, but that was clear. It went into backcourt. It's clean on the inbound. Missed shot. Alex Boggs has the rebound and a foul call. I think Ron Heklinski is trying to say that the Career Academy player established in front court, then went to backcourt, but it was actually deflected by a Caveman, and I don't think possession was ever, I don't think they ever touched it until they went to backcourt. Yohe on the right, a minute into the Calzada Repair third quarter. Down low, Johnson lays it in. Trent Johnson, their leading scorer, with 8. He is one of 3 Cavemen with at least 8 points tonight. Again, Boggs leading the way with 11. 55-18 now Mishawaka. In the right corner, three-pointer is short. Trent Johnson, weak side rebound after the missed shot by Spates. Bounce pass up court. Maddox Yohe lays it in. Good vision by Johnson, who bounced it across the lane. Yohe's second bucket. It's 57-18 Mishawaka. Left corner 3. Good for DeAndre Coleman Jr. of the Trailblazers.
That is their first made three-point of the night for the Trailblazers.
On the left, Yohe coming down the baseline. Draws a foul as he takes it to the hole.
I don't know, I think that one may have been off Bob. They may have saw something different. They're a little closer in the action tonight. So.
This is an older crew tonight. As Yohe gets set to go to the line, the foul was on DeAndre Coleman Jr., his second. Now, there is a shortage of officials in all sports, not just in Indiana, but really around the country as well. And I think it's been a little rougher night for these guys, as fast as the action has been, just trying to keep up with everything.
Well, and we had the JV incident as well, so I think
that's very true.
It's been a tough night to be put on the stripes.
That's very true. Yohe hits both free throws. It's 59-21. On the right wing, Henry for South Bend Career Academy. Now in the middle to Brenden Williams as Trent Johnson comes out to guard him. 59-21. Mishawaka leads. Bounce pass. Henry brings it into the lane. Kicked out of there. Trying to save it. Taps it over to a teammate, and out of bounds on the baseline is Spates.
And the Cavemen just did a really good job of protecting the paint, as Career Academy was never really able to get anything down low or any good looks inside.
Trent Johnson inbounds. Franklin hasn't get away from him as Coleman comes up with it. Coleman on the left with Johnson in front of him. Misses. Brayton going for the rebound. I think he stepped on the baseline, and it'll stay with South Bend Career Academy. Mishawaka will host Marion tomorrow night. We'll have a boy-girl doubleheader. 6 o'clock the girls' game. 7:30-ish the boys' game. Both on the Mishawaka Network and on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader. Turnover Trailblazers.
And pending that get a win tonight, Coach Heck will have a chance to get his 400th win
That's right.
In a big game versus the Princess City rival, Marion.
That's right. Barring a massive turnaround in this game, as the scoop does not go for Johnson, follow doesn't go for Latrell Franklin, and then a rebound for South Bend Career Academy. Pushing it up all the way in a basket and a foul is Tavon Henry. Gets the layup and the foul as well. He'll head back to the free throw line. Maddox Yohe will pick up the personal. Henry with 7 points to lead South Bend Career Academy. He averages 7.5 per game. We'll have a couple subs for Mishawaka. Franklin and Brayton sit down. Donovan Snyder and Caleb Williams check in. Snyder, who was named AP All-State Football earlier this week, on the floor. As Henry converts the three-point play, he leads Career Academy with 8 points. It's 59-24 Mishawaka with 5 minutes to play in the Calzada Repair third quarter. Yohe in the right corner. Out to Donovan Snyder. Looks inside. Bounce pass back to Yohe again. Skipped over to the left to Caleb Williams. Williams back to Yohe, and a volleyball spike by DeAndre Coleman Jr. on a pass attempt by Yohe. It goes out of bounds off Yohe. Career Academy basketball. 4:47 to play in the Calzada Repair third. 59-24, Mishawaka leads. On the right wing, Spates. Bounce down, Vaughn on the left, down to the right corner it goes. Three-pointer does not fall. Weak side rebound by Coleman, puts it up. Johnson got a piece of it, gets his own rebound after the miss, does Coleman, and finally draws a foul, taking it back up. Alex Boggs will be whistled for his second. Boggs led all scorers with 11 points at halftime, and that's what he has right now. And a bit sloppier play here in the third quarter by Mishawaka, and Ron Heklinski's going to take a full timeout. Didn't catch what the clock was before they started the timeout clock. 59-24, we're back in 1 minute on WSBT.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think they say Career Academy South Bend.
There you go.
I bet you that's what they say.
But it looks like a word.
Yeah, it looks like cash.
Mishawaka leads the South Bend Career Academy, 59-24, 4:24 to go in the Calzada Repair third quarter. At the free throw line, DeAndre Coleman Jr. sinks the first one. He is just a 44% free throw shooter, averaging 11.3 a game. Already 4 points here in the third quarter after scoring just 2 in the first half. He misses the second free throw, and Alex Boggs clears the rebound for Mishawaka. Donovan Snyder bounces it to Boggs. Thought about a shot from about 18 feet away, drives instead. It misses. The rebound to Coleman and Career Academy. Mishawaka leads by 34 points with 4 to play in the Calzada Repair third quarter. Jarrell Williams still working around down to the corner to Spates. Outside it goes to Henry. Henry stops about 15 feet away down to the baseline, and a smooth jumper for Jarrell Williams. The freshman's first bucket. It's 59-27 Mishawaka. Mishawaka being outscored 9-6 so far here in the Calzada Repair third after dominating each quarter in the first half. Trent Johnson drives the left baseline and lays it in. He's in double figures for the 9th time in 9 games this season. 61-27. Cavemen. Driving and laying it in, switching from left to right hand is Antoine Vaughn. He has 5 and it's 61-29 now. Yohe breaking the pressure to Snyder. Alex Boggs has it stolen in front of him. Outlet coming up court and the layup is good for Tyvon Henry. He's in double figures with 10 as Lee Ross, the South Bend Career Academy coach, out saying something to one of the officials. And then a timeout is taken, a quick 30-second timeout, with Mishawaka leading 61-30. Back after this on WSBT. Did he take the timeout?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know they're in trouble when Heck doesn't let them sit.
Yeah, I know.
Every time they stand, it's a scream. They're just not pressuring them as much.
And they don't look focused at all. (61-31), Mishawaka leads South Bend Career Academy here in the Cows Auto Repair third quarter with 2:56 remaining as Mishawaka looks to break some pressure. Caleb Williams thought about a three and nearly took steps out on the right wing. Passes over the left. Nick Hoopengarner is in. He'll come down the left baseline. His shot misses. Rebound taken by Antoine Vaughn and the Trailblazers. Mishawaka outscored 13-8 so far here in the Kyle's Auto Repair third.
Mishawaka's getting the looks inside they want, just not as hot as they were in the first half, which is...
Well, the difference, especially in the first quarter, it was fast break city. A lot of steals, generating baskets. They never really, as you pointed out at the time, had to set up in the half court. It's been a lot more half court looks. Now they get a steal here, and let's see what they can do running. Trent Johnson has it knocked away from him. Right back into the hands of the Trailblazers, and in the lane, a foul is called. What's the foul going to be? A charge is going to be called on DeAndre Coleman Jr.
Caveman just hasn't been able to get as much pressure on the Kirkhead as I think they wanted to here in the third, but still hold a 30-point lead.
Yeah, exactly. Now they break the press here. Caleb Williams underneath, gets the defender in the air, and then goes up for the bucket. Caleb Williams with 9. Long outlet, Maddox Yohe trying to bounce it off a Trailblazer, does not. 63-31. The Mishawaka lead with 1:45 to play in the Cows Auto Repair third as Raheem Brayton comes back in for Mishawaka. Donovan Snyder takes a seat. Spates to inbound for South Bend Career Academy. Gets it in, and the jump shot good from 12 feet away by Antoine Vaughn, who has 7 points. 63-33 now. Pressure by South Bend Career Academy. Up court it goes. Hoopengarner takes the pass and promptly draws the foul. Antoine Vaughn picks up his third. Ten different Cavemen scored in the first half, led by 11 from Alex Boggs, who I believe got 9 of those in the first quarter. Left corner, Caleb Williams. Yohe, free throw line jump shot, Nick Hoopengarner. It bounced off twice, didn't go. Williams, follow won't go. Hoopengarner gets it and then draws the foul, taking it back up.
Caveman really dominating the glass, but not only that, the offensive glass is...
Jarrell Williams picks up his second foul as it sends Nick Hoopengarner to the line. He had 4 points in the first half, and he will shoot a pair here. First one bounces off the lip. Hoopengarner, Mishawaka's best free throw shooter at 80%. Misses that first one. He's now 17 out of 22 at the line. The senior spins the second. It finds the nylon. He has 5.
Oh, late violation there.
Wow. So they wave it off.
That's rare from him, as you mentioned, best free throw shooter on the team at 80%.
So it's still 63-33 with 1 minute to play in the Cows Auto Repair third quarter. Outside it goes. Jarrell Williams over on the left. Three-pointer. Good. From the wing by Ja'Carri Spates. That makes it 63-36. Brayton and the Capemen break the press. Johnson off to Williams. His left wing 3. Ring it up. Caleb Williams. 12 points, and he now leads Mishawaka and all scorers with 12 tonight. It's 66-36 as the teams trade threes and traveling called on South Bend Career Academy. Spates will take a seat, the 6'1 freshman who is their leading scorer at 12.1 a game. Nick Hoopengarner passes it off, nearly stolen. Brayton goes behind his back after picking up the loose ball and throws it out of bounds on the baseline. Mishawaka leads by 30. They led by 35 coming into the second half. 20 seconds to play in the Cows Auto Repair third.
South Bend shooting much better, but still unable to recover much of their first half deficit.
Spin inside, a shot missed, and then a block shot by Trent Johnson after an offensive rebound on the follow. And that will be the end of the Cows Auto Repair third quarter. Kyle's reminding you, have your car's oil changed every 3 months or 3,000 miles at Kyle's, Lincoln Way East in Mishawaka. At the end of 3, 66-36, Mishawaka leads by 30. Back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter on WSBT.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
The Mishawaka Cavemen lead the South Bend Career Academy Trailblazers 66-36 at the start of the fourth quarter with Bruce Quick, Sean Steyers. Uniform descriptions brought to you by Kevin Drazier and BSN Sports. Mishawaka home whites, maroon numbers and letters, gold trim, inbound, missed shot underneath, follow-up doesn't go for Antoine Vaughn, and he follows it up again with a bucket. At least I believe that was Vaughn, wasn't it? Yes, it was. He has 9 as South Bend Career Academy forces a turnover back at the other end. The Trailblazers wearing royal blue road uniforms with orange numbers and letters and some silver trim mixed in there. We were talking, the front of their uniform says C-A-S-B, and it's spelled like in script from the left corner. Shot doesn't go. Missed shot. Follow up. Jarrell Williams with the putback. It looks like it says cash on there, but I think you called it right. CASB, Career Academy of South Bend. I think that's got to be what it is, right? Now a steal by Career Academy, trailing 66-40. Jump into the lane. The shot doesn't go for Spates. Fighting for his own rebound. Called for traveling down on the deck. Brenden Williams is going to come in for Mishawaka. Alex Boggs sits down. Brenden Williams, 5 points in the first half, his season high. As 10 different cavemen scored in the half. Raheem Brayton out rather, as Trent Johnson comes back in. Pressure by Career Academy. Trent Johnson with the basketball. Over to Donovan Snyder. Drives, has the pass deflected. Picked up by Franklin on the right wing. Franklin inside. Out to Johnson on the left with 6:45 to play. Franklin at the free throw line. Outside Caleb Williams. Trent Johnson dribbles and passes over to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, a deep three, left wing. Johnson short. Rebound by Brenden Williams. Passes off to Caleb Williams in the corner. He comes into the lane. Caleb Williams all the way down, lays it in. He has 14 points. That is a season high and possibly career high for Caleb Williams. He had 7 in the first half. Now a steal by Latrell Franklin. Franklin up in front of everybody, lays it in.
And that looks a little more familiar as Cavemen haven't really been able to get their transition started in the second half.
Franklin becomes the 4th Caveman in double figures at 70-40. Caleb Williams. Mishawaka had numbers, but Caleb smartly pulled it out as he stumbled a little bit. Donovan Snyder bounces it over to Trent Johnson. Caleb Williams holds back near midcourt on the block M. Williams starts the dribble. Passes outside on the right to Trent Johnson. He passes over to the left, Donovan Snyder. Snyder to Franklin, who motions Brenden Williams, and Franklin passes between the circles to Snyder. Top of the key, 3, ring it up. Donovan Snyder, their best three-point shooter, hits his first of the night. He had 1 in the win over, or the loss rather, to Elkhart Central, and a foul coming on the Cavemen after Ja'Carri Spates went to the floor. It's 73-40, Mishawaka after the 3 by Snyder, and he is whistled for his 3rd foul as well.
As you mentioned, not only an athlete in basketball, but also in football, getting all-state honors this week. But he just really enables Mishawaka to be able to spread the floor and makes the defense commit to him.
Ja'Carri Spates sinks his free throw. He has 8. And of course, a 3-sport athlete, part of the baseball team that went to semi-state last year, went to semi-state with both baseball and football. Second free throw doesn't go. Crashing for the rebounds was Vaughn. Off his hands and out of bounds, though. Lee Ross and Career Academy want a timeout. It'll be full. 5:12 to play in the 4th quarter. Mishawaka leads 73-41. Back in 1 minute on 96.1 WSBT. Mishawaka leads South Bend Career Academy 73-41. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the 4th quarter with Bruce Quick, Mishawaka Network, and WSBT. Sean Stiers. Mishawaka outscored 18-13 in the 3rd quarter after outscoring Career Academy 31-7 in the 1st and 22-11 in the 2nd. Picked it up a little bit here in the 4th. Caleb Williams drives. The wave off the basket, called for traveling. Looked like maybe a basket and a foul opportunity, but Caleb Williams called for traveling instead.
And game and just making some of those mental mistakes as we close out the fourth quarter that really don't necessarily have a direct outcome on the game, but you want to keep the ball in your hand as long as you can and try to get this one over with.
Mishawaka leads by 32 points inside number 32. Antoine Vaughn switches left to right hand and banks it down. He has 11 and he leads Career Academy. Caleb Williams charging up court is going to draw a foul on DeAndre Coleman. Number 4 on him. Williams to the line. Williams with a season high 14 points tonight. And we might have, if the scoring holds up, Trent Johnson has 10 points. As Williams misses the free throw. Williams with 14, leading Mishawaka thus far. Trent Johnson through the first 8 games, not only their leading scorer for the season, but he's led Mishawaka in scoring in all 8 games to date. So if Williams ends up leading tonight, it would be the first time Trent Johnson did not lead the team, and Johnson is getting a breather right now. Williams goes 1 of 2 at the line, has 15 points at 74-43. Missed three-pointer by Career Academy. Offensive rebound by Spates. Follow didn't go, then on the miss. Rebound taken by Williams. Jarrell Williams for Career Academy. His follow missed. Donovan Snyder, right elbow jump shot doesn't go. Henry with a rebound for the Trailblazers, bringing it up court, dishes it off, and a basket and a foul. Antoine Vaughn will go to the free throw line.
We were talking, Mishawaka just still seeking for that second go-to guy. Seems like maybe Caleb Williams might be the answer here. As though Trent Johnson still, I don't think has quite the same minutes as Caleb Williams.
No.
But it's nice to see someone else kind of take on the reign. And
well, I think it's good for the team overall. I mean, one, you're having your best scoring night of the season, and not only that, it's not just one guy dominating. You've got 4 guys in double figures, and 10 different guys have scored tonight. I think that's good all the way around. 4:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. As Vaughn tries to connect on the three-point play, misses the free throw. Aiden Clark pulls down the rebound though for the Trailblazers. Down to the right corner, three-pointer spins off for Kevin Carruthers. Rebound picked up in the left-hand layup by Aiden Clark for his first bucket. That prompts Lee Ross, the South Bend Career Academy head coach, to take a full timeout. It's 74-47 Mishawaka. A little over 4 to play in the ball game on WSBT. .348 to play in the fourth quarter. 74-47. Mishawaka leads by 27 points. They led by 35. It was 53-18 at halftime. Raquel Kynes in the game for Mishawaka. Both Williams out there. Kaylin and Brenden. Latrell Frank. Garner. Scores table. Will check in at the next opportunity. Missed shot Caleb Williams. Brenden Williams. Offensive rebound and the putback. Brenden Williams with a season-high 7. A skip inside and traveling called on Savon Stevens. Nick Hoopengarner in. Brenden Williams, Latrell Franklin rather, takes a seat. Brenden, who got some JV time earlier tonight, the 6'3 sophomore. 76-47, Mishawaka leads. Snyder, as they work it around, Kynes on the right wing. Brenden Williams drives left side. Layup won't go. Caleb Williams gets the rebound, goes up and draws a foul. Matthew Saunders will be whistled for it. 3:02 remaining. And the Mishawaka student section has been yammering for a couple of other Mishawaka bench players to come in. As Caleb Williams sinks the free throw, he now has 16 points.
I think
Devin Grubbs, 6'2 sophomore, comes in, and I do believe this is his first varsity action this season. Second one good by Caleb Williams, who has a game-high 17 points. And now Lucas Yohe, 5'10 junior guard, also comes in. Yohe, the older brother of Maddox Yohe, 78-47 now Mishawaka, 2:52 remaining. Outside Stevens brings it inside. Loose ball down in the corner. Marcus Simpson had it, throws it up court. Kynes misses the layup, but the tip try is there for Lucas Yohe.
And both Yohes have scored then.
That's true.
There you go.
Yohe becomes the 11th Mishawaka player to score tonight. Raquel Kynes lays it in. Kynes with a season-high 6. And Ron Heklinski wants a timeout, and he is going to empty his bench completely. 2:19 remaining, 82-47, Mishawaka leads. Back in 30 seconds on WSBT. Remaining here in the fourth quarter, with Mishawaka leading South Bend Career Academy 82-47. The bench is completely empty for Mishawaka, and I'll try to tell you who all's on the floor, and that'll be a good opportunity. Unless you just want to do it, Bruce. I'll do it, never mind. Jaden Seabeck is in, the 6'3 junior. Raquel Kynes, Brenden Williams, we've seen both of them. Lucas Yohe, and also Devin Grubbs, all out there for Mishawaka. Marcus Simpson, Jaden Seabeck with a rebound. Brenden Williams up in front of three different players, gets it blocked from behind. Seabeck had the rebound, and he is going to be fouled on the floor.
I think he was going for the dunk there.
I think you're right. Seabeck, an offensive lineman for the Mishawaka football team. The foul will be called on Savon Stevens. That's his first. It is number 8 on the Trailblazers here in the second half. 1:50 remaining, with Mishawaka leading 82-47. Seabeck will attempt his first free throw of the season. It misses. Stevens, who fouled him, gets the rebound, drives up court, fadeaway, left baseline is good. Stevens with 6. It's 82-49 with 1:33 remaining. Lucas Yohe off to Grubbs. Grubbs drives toward the right corner, nearly lost the handle. Back to Brenden Williams, who brings it inside, puts it up and draws a foul. It'll be Stevens again, his second. That's number 9 now on the Trailblazers. As Lucas Yohe gets a word from Ron Heklinski near the bench. Brenden Williams, who has a season high 7 tonight. He's 3 out of 4 at the line. First free throw, spins the nylon. One more coming for Brenden Williams. It misses. Rebound by Career Academy. Up for a turnover after Jarrell Williams had taken it. Now a jump ball is called as Matthew Saunders, a 5'10 senior, got in there. Here's what's interesting when you look through this is Trent Johnson's going to end up with 10 tonight, which keeps him in his double-figure streak alive at all 9 games this season. Almost everyone else had a season high tonight, or a lot of different guys had season highs tonight. Trent Johnson's going to end up with a season low.
Yep.
But you scored 83 points.
I was going to say, yeah, scoreboard still in Mishawaka favor, and one of the many positive things we can draw from tonight's contest.
That's absolutely right. Caleb Williams leads the way with 17. Brenden Williams, season high 8. And so not everybody, but Alex Box, a season high 11. Raquel Kynes, a season high 6. So a lot of guys with season highs. Heading toward a minute to play. Mishawaka with the basketball. Lucas Yohe bounces it down. Semek draws 2 defenders up and gets a big cheer from the student section as he draws another foul. Stevens whistled for his 3rd. Semek to the line. This will be 2 this time. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1 a minute ago. Semek off the back iron with the free throw try with exactly 1 minute remaining.
He just needs to knock down one. The student section desperately wanting a Semek score here.
That's right. Next one, lane violation. Second lane violation on Mishawaka tonight. It waves off Semek's
and that might be
first varsity point.
Yeah, the most controversial call tonight. As the student section would disagree.
Man. The Trailblazers are going to take timeout. It looks like one of the players, Saunders, got hit in the nose or something down there. He's cupping his nose. As Lee Ross, the head coach, checks on him, the trainer's going to come down. This is injury time, so they should just be able to get a player in and keep going with 55.7 seconds to play. Looks like a bloody nose down at the end of the bench. The officials checking the floor for blood to make sure there is none. Tyron Henry to inbound for South Bend Career Academy. 55.7 seconds left. Mishawaka on top, 83-49. Cavemen about to go back above 500 this season. And it will also put head coach Ron Heklinski 1 win away from number 400 in his career. air ball on a three-pointer. Brenden Williams with the rebound. Loose ball knocked away. Grubbs with it all the way will lay it in. Devin Grubbs becomes the 12th Caveman to score tonight. Now a driving layup back at the other end by Stevens. He has 8. The clock winding with 15 seconds to play. 85-51 Mishawaka. Raquel Kynes of the Cavemen, I was about to say will dribble out the clock, but they decide to pressure the ball instead. And it is going to be stolen away by Henry, and he will step out of bounds with 1.5 seconds remaining.
I think CMAC now has the whole Mishawaka fan base cheering him on to see if he can't get that varsity point back with 1 second to go.
Yep. Instead, they'll inbound, and that will be the end of the game. It would have been 13 players to score had CMAC's free throw counted, but there was a lane violation, and it waved him off instead. So 12 Cavemen score tonight as Mishawaka wins 85-51, and head coach Ron Heklinski is 1 win away from number 400 in his career. He'll get the first crack at it tomorrow night when the Cavemen host the Marion Knights. 85-51 is the final. We'll take a timeout and then back with the RBI's Unlimited post-game stats as Signcrafters